Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the video. So I wanted to talk about a few things. More specifically, I wanted to talk about the fact that The Walking Dead has 3 episodes left that has now officially been confirmed by someone who does work on set. We have some more details there, so I want to talk about that, get my thoughts on that, and just some stuff there regarding some of the bigger character deaths. Because like if they're on episode 22 now of season 11, like they've already filmed 5 episodes of season 11C. It's a little scary. Like they're actually almost at the end now. Like I can't even believe that. But I want to get into that. I also want to talk about Beta versus Negan versus Daryl, because there's some interesting new information that came out of that. Before we go any further, make sure to be a subscriber if you want more Walking Dead content like this. Another day went by and there's no trailer, so I'm thinking Thursday now. It's sort of, from what I've heard, I heard that it was earlier this week, but I do wonder if they pushed it off a little bit until Thursday. So I'm assuming Thursday now, but I mean there's still tomorrow, right? So we'll see. But also, in case you missed it, I do actually have some merch out now. I'm super excited. Thank you guys for all the support. I was definitely overwhelming. I wasn't expecting people to react like that, but yeah, I'm super happy with the response. There's shirts on there right now. There's just one design. You get a black shirt or a white shirt. There's some mugs if you're interested in that, like a coffee mug. There's like a white mug with like I guess it's black all the way around, and then there's like a standard black mug. And yeah, I think it's super cool. Honestly, I really can't wait to get my stuff here, because I ordered some stuff to like test the quality and all that. And I will say, in terms of the quality, obviously I don't know for sure, but based off of everything they showed me, it looks like it's amazing quality, like crisp. I blew up the image to be like, I mean, it was massive. It was super massive. And then I condensed it down to be on a shirt like that. And everything was like green, high green. So which means that like it's perfect, that the print quality is going to really show up. So I'm really excited for that. And the shirt texture, I'm a huge fan of. It's 100% combed ring spun cotton, which is what I usually wear. I'll do another promo for you guys to show you the actual quality once I do get in the mail, which should be very soon. I'm really excited for that, because I know I've been getting a lot of requests for merch. People are asking, like, do you have a shirt? Do you have anything? And right now, this is what the design is actually going to be for now. You know, it's the very basic, just the MOVIEidol Appetite for the Dead, which is a name I also use on Twitch and other places like Discord and stuff. It's really just like the basic like brand t-shirt, right? Like the most basic thing. I'm talking with some artists right now to actually come up with some like really cool designs, because I designed this thing myself. I know they can really design really cool things, and I have some stuff in the works that I want to do with like zombies and things like that. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming out. And again, this shirt's not going to be here forever. This shirt's is going to be here for a bit, and then I'm going to start working on new designs, and then whatever shirt's the most popular is the one that I'll probably keep up the longest, sort of thing, right? If one's not so popular, I'll take it down. I'll put something else up. The point is, this is honestly a lot of fun. I'm really excited to actually be doing this. I'm really excited to get the shirt in the mail. Honestly, I'm super excited to actually get it. But yeah, if you're interested, the link is down below. And again, if you decide to pick up a shirt, I really do I appreciate a shirt, mug, whatever. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And yeah, this is super exciting. But we got the confirmation, I believe it was yesterday, I guess. This is where, because if you remember in my video yesterday, I was saying that like there's probably 3, 4, maybe 5 episodes left that they're filming, right? Because they're going to film, or they're done in March. But we got the confirmation yesterday from Dwayne Charles Manwiller, I believe his name is, on Instagram, that there's only 3 episodes left to film, which I just think is again, it's sad. It's honestly, it's a really insane moment to think that there's only 3 episodes left of The Walking Dead to film, which means, this is a 24 episode season. They're on episode 22, they're on episode 22, 23, and 24. And if I could give some predictions for like what could happen there, obviously I have no idea. We're going to have to wait and see once we actually get there. But like the 24th episode, the very last episode, I've just always assumed would be like the time jump episode. Like that episode would be heavily like, we jump forward like 15 to up to like, I don't know, 20 years or something into the future. We see that they've been living this way for a while, sort of thing. And then Rick might show up in that episode, sort of thing. And that's sort of been, what I've always thought that the final episode would be. And honestly, I do hope that like if Rick's not going to be in the episode, I really hope that they announce it beforehand, to be honest. Because I think if they don't announce it, man, people are going to be really upset. And that's the thing, though, is like if they do announce it, people are also going to be really bummed out. I really feel like they need to have him in it. Like, it's your last episode. I mean, you could at least do that, right? Like, it's so crazy to me to think that you would just somehow avoid having him in it. Like, if you want, like, that's the thing. if you're a writer on this show, and I gave my idea yesterday as to how they could do it, people seem to really love that. And I think, yeah, go with something like that. You could do something totally different. But if you're a writer on this show, if you're the showrunner and you're really panicking about this last episode because you want the fans to love it, it's so easy. Bring Rick back. It's so simple. Like, just by default, people are going to love it because of that. Now you just got to come up with like some clever ideas, make it like, like really impactful and worth it. Then it's going to be like one of the best episodes of all time immediately. Like, it's so simple. Like, that is the number one thing you need to do. So like, that's why, yeah, the talk of this year really is going to be, is he coming back to the show? Like, that's going to be the main thing, especially when we're done these last 8 episodes here in part 2. Going into the summer and Comic-Con, man, it's all going to be about Andrew Lincoln and Rick Grimes. Is he coming back for the final episode? Like, it's going to be nuts. But I think the episode beforehand, episode 23, might be a lot of reaction to, if there is a big death at episode 22. Like, if you're going based off of the comic, maybe in episode 22, there's a very big death, right? Like Ezekiel dies or someone dies. Like, there's a really big death, and it's because of Sebastian Milton. We see the Commonwealth arc slowly starting to wrap up. And then in 23 is like the reaction to it, right? The aftermath, throwing Sebastian Milton in jail, basically. And then someone else becomes the leader of the Commonwealth. And then there's all this sort of rebuilding and a bunch of other things. And this sense of returning to normal. And then we get the very last episode where it jumps forward in the future. That's kind of my prediction for the last 3 episodes, which means that, if I'm right, since they're filming episode 22 right now, they are literally at the very end of the Commonwealth arc. And they are now going into the territory of, we have to wrap up the entire story of The Walking Dead, which honestly, I kind of like the pacing that I just said. Like, I think 22 should be the end of the Commonwealth arc. Like, the big death happens then, Sebastian Milton kills somebody, blah, blah, blah. 23 is the aftermath, the resolution of some big storylines that have been sort of around for a while. And then 24 is like the epilogue. It's a beautiful story seeing who's still alive after 20 years and just sort of what comes after. I think that would be absolutely amazing. And I think that, yeah, I'm hoping that it's super long. Honestly, I really hope that it's like an hour and a half episode, to be honest. I think the episode needs to be really long because it's the very last one. Like, you don't want it to be 50 minutes. This is your one time. A lot of us fans want the finales to be like 90 minutes sometimes, right? And it never is. Maybe it's extended by like 5 minutes, but just do it. Like, I don't know, just have stuff in there that, fans are really going to like. Because, like, an example, the Beta versus Negan versus Daryl scene in season 10 where Beta died, that was originally supposed to be so much longer. And a lot of fans complained about it because it just happened out of nowhere. They were fighting, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, Daryl went and stabbed Beta's eyes out, basically killed him. And everyone was just like, oh, come on. Like, that's it. That was literally, we waited all season for this epic fight. And that was it, really? Fans were pissed off. Honestly, fans are really pissed off. Ryan Hurst seemed to also not like it as well. That's what he said in a recent interview. He was disappointed by that because he wanted so much more there. He thought there would be like this epic fight, this epic showdown with the characters, which I think you need to do that. It still blows my mind. Like, why did you decide to do that? And apparently that was the plan. They were supposed to have this epic showdown practically until like the last minute. And all of a sudden they changed it. And they're like, you know what? We're just going to have it where, it happens super fast. And it's like very shocking. And you're like really not expecting it. Daryl shows up out of nowhere. I don't know who thought of that. That's just really dumb in my opinion. But this is the type of decision making that I'm worried about for the final episode. I want them to do these things for the fans, the things that seem to be really easy. And like obviously we're going to want that. But for some reason, we can never get that. And I don't understand why. Like, I understand to a certain extent, like, we're not going to get everything that we want, but there's just things that just seem too easy to do that they just refuse to do for some weird reason. I don't know. But yeah, I think that, the last episode has to be really big. It's crazy that there's only 3 episodes left. Any of the big deaths that have happened have already happened, unless there's going to be one that's coming up right away. But they are literally going to be filming that like this week or like the next week or 2 or something. And yeah, crazy stuff though. Honestly, it's going to be crazy once the show actually wraps up filming. It's going to be a big news day when that happens. Oh man, I can't. That's going to be one of the most heartbreaking days in a long time. Really, honestly, since like Andrew Lincoln announced that he was going to be leaving, I think. But anyways, I'm going to leave it here. So make sure to post all your thoughts down below. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Make sure to be a subscriber if you want more Walking Dead content like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one.